feet are on him. The money man, the number 10 ranked lightweight contender, Renato Moicano. Crazy to think back to his time in the UFC, Joe, plying his trade as a featherweight, made his UFC debut in 2014. He has become one of the best lightweights in the world. An opportunity knocks for him in a major way here tonight as he tries to head back to South Florida as the champion of the world.
You gotta put yourself in his shoes and recognize what an insane opportunity this is. He's getting ready to fight Beneil Dariush. He's preparing for a 3-rounder. And then all of a sudden he gets a chance to fight the best pound-for-pound fighter on earth. And it couldn't be a better time in his career. He's on such a win streak. He's so spectacular, particularly in the Benoit Saint-Denis fight, in his last fight. Just absolutely dominated. Went through a lot of difficulty in the Jalen Turner fight, but emerged from that victorious as well.
Tonight's Fighter Prep Point sponsored by Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of UFC.
I mean, he's just been on a tear and has the most amazing opportunity in front of him that any fighter could ever hope for.
I mean, there's something to not knowing what you're up against, right? Not having the time to worry. There's a lot of worry in the training camp, but Renato Moicano has not had that. All he has had is about 36 hours to wrap his mind around the idea that he's fighting that guy that's the world champion. That's it. He believes in his skill set. He believes in his ability. And he believes that he can be a world champion. But I'm telling you, man, a guy that plays with house money is a very dangerous guy. And tonight, I believe that Renato Moicano is very dangerous.
These insights are brought to you by UFC Insights Engine, built with IBM Watson X. Renato Moicano has realized a 514% increase in ground control time during this current 4-fight win streak. We'll see how that potential initiative goes tonight, of course, against Islam Makhachev. But perhaps one thing that could work to his advantage, you see Marcos Damana, right there on
Lukian. And I'm positive he's sure he's going to mow through Renato Moicano.
He's just so complete. I mean, his grappling game is so smothering and crushing. His submissions are world class. And the thing that's changed over the last 5 or 6 years is his striking has caught up with his grappling. To watch him head kick Volkanovski, who's just an elite striker, and to watch him duke it out and win the exchanges with Dustin Poirier just shows you where this man is at.
I'm not sure I've seen a weakness on film. You guys are the far sharper MMA minds, but every fighter has patterns, right? I mean, there's certainly things when you put all this MMA on film that those guys can pick up on, I would assume.
There's no weaknesses that are discernible. You just have to take advantage of opportunities if they present themselves at all. But this is as high level as it gets.
One thing undeniably that drives Islam Makhachev is becoming a double champion. Perhaps that'll be next. First things first, a 4th title defense tonight. Tail the tape for the main event is presented by B-Chain.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Commissioner Peter Villegas, and Executive Director Andy Foster. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Derek Clearly, Sally Amato, and Ron McCarthy. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Herb Dean. This championship round is brought to you by Universal Pictures. Love Hurts, only in theaters February 7th. And UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for! Live from the sold-out Intuit Dome in Los Angeles, California! Only professional record, 26 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 154.5 pounds. Fighting out of Makhachev, Russia, presenting the reigning, right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna have a clean fight. Touch gloves and let's do it.
Or don't. Islam Makhachev trying to move within one win of Anderson Silva's record 16 for most consecutive wins in UFC history, looking to become, on paper, the most decorated lightweight champion of all time. And Renato Moicano looking to change his life in more ways than one. Moicano in yellow. Makhachev counters in the black, white, and gold.
Renato not gun shy.
No, he's not. He's got great boy time.
Early head kick partially lands for Makhachev.
Moicano trying to get Makachev going backwards.
Stop! Watch your fingers. So are you? Watch your fingers.
Early stern warning from Herb Dean. Last time Moicano went 25 minutes was against Rafael dos Anjos on 4 days' notice.
Yeah, so this guy's familiar with those late notice, long fights.
The difference being, of course, he wasn't prepared for a fight.
Right.
Yeah.
And we did discuss this possibility in our fighter meeting. Moicano was not blind to the fact that this could happen. Made sure to make the championship weight.
But he actually thought, he was like, well, these guys are pros. I know they'll make weight. What he didn't expect was an injury by Arman Tsarukyan.
Body kick gets home for Makhachev.
Nice left hand by Islam.
Beautiful left hand.
Moicano needs to be very careful not to get hit with a right hook after that left hand lands when they're throwing. One of Islam's best punches.
Early moment for the challenger.
Nice knockdown by Moicano. And he landed a punch very early in the first round too that got Islam's attention. Makachev should take him down.
Nice jab by Moicano. Makhachev shoots. Moicano unable to defend.
Islam takes him down. See, that's the difference in this fight to the last fight. Umar didn't have that ability to go get a takedown against Marab. Now it's up to Moicano to try to prove that he doesn't just stay there.
And we just were able to isolate in our monitor what was a slip from Islam Makhachev, not a knockdown.
He hit him in the armpit, kind of.
Even when Makhachev slips, the whole building's like, oh my God.
Yeah, because it doesn't happen often, right?
The thing is, from our angle, we saw his back, and it looked like a punch landed. And this is a perfect position for Islam, and he just smothers people.
Even the best grapplers have a tough time getting anything started.
Just so heavy on top.
And traditionally, Herb Dean's not a guy that's quick on the trigger with stand-ups. Oh, he's got to be careful with the darts here. No, he's got it. He's got it. Yep.
Sunk up.
That's tight. It's over.
That's it.
Yep.
There's the tap, and still Islam Makhachev, the most decorated lightweight champion of all time. And he points to the crowd as if to say, my octagon. And you're right about that, the pound for pound king.
choke is so tight, man. He's so good at that. Yeah. You saw him immediately jump on that when he got to the front headlock. Great job by the champion. I mean, again, right? Goes out there and does what he's supposed to do.
Kind of everything to lose in that situation because you could be taking him lightly. You know, it's hard to get up for a guy when you prepare for a different one.
Can I be honest, like looking at him in the octagon, he seemed a little bit like, man, you know, like, but you can see that sense of relief after. Like this is, yes.
I just don't know how many champions would have done what Islam did in extending this fight.
Good left hand there by Makhachev. Almost lands the right hand. Shoots that double leg. Gets his hands locked. Look at him get to the corner though. Drive. And look at him attack the neck and then run him back over to the opposite side. It's chain wrestling. Very hard for these guys. And in the moment Moicano turned down to his knees and got to that front headlock position, I knew he was going to attack the Darcy right away. And it's so tight, right? We saw him get Dustin Poirier with this. We've seen him get multiple guys, and they almost panic tap when he gets them in this position. Moicano's not just tapping. He's like,
I'm
get him
done,
off.
right?
Yeah.
It's amazing to watch, and there's the reaction from the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov, Javier Mendez, Mavli Khabulayev. I mean, this team is just incredible. And after Islam Makhachev submits Renato Moicano, Khabib is coaching in the corner, right? These guys never rest on their laurels. Hardest workers in the room. And another title defense to show for it for Islam Makhachev, the best in the world. 15 straight. He is 27-1.
He's won 15 straight fights.
And his next fight, he will have the chance to tie Anderson Silva's record. All right, one final time tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 5 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to a Darce choke and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the winner and still champion, Islam Makhachev. Absolutely impressive performance. Once you got him down to the ground, you worked your game, and you got that submission.
I always looking for finish. I told you guys, I not just told. Oh, fight week, oh my camp, oh media, I told. If it's my opponent give me small chance, I will close the night.
Was there a concern for you at all taking this fight on 1 day's notice with a different opponent?
For me, no matter who can make 155, just step to the cage and stay in front of me.
Well, you have now defended your title more than anyone in the lightweight division. Give us your thoughts on who you think will be the next challenger for your belt.
I like this belt. It's not my job. If somebody wants this belt, come to the cage.
Congratulations, sir. Impressive performance as always. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still champion, Islam Makhachev. I'm here with Renato Moicano. Renato, you were presented with an unbelievable opportunity to fight for the title on 1 day's notice. Give us your thought on what was going through your mind.
That was not 1 day notice. That was a life notice. I'm very sad. I spent my whole life for this moment, and I tapped on the first round. Islam was much better than I today, and I had so much to say, but that's not the right time. I'm not done, and I will. I don't know if I will ever get a chance like that before again, but I will try my best to do.
Well, sir, it's always a pleasure to see you fight. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Renato Moicano.
Renato Moicano, gracious in defeat, but it's been a lifetime of work to build to this moment, short notice or otherwise. A disappointing result for the Brazilian. But like the official beer sponsor of UFC, easy to celebrate, easy to enjoy, and celebrating, they are indeed. For Team Makhachev in Makhachev and here in Los Angeles, that kid, if I can call him that, is unbelievable. Future in the Hall of Fame, present as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the sport.
I mean, he's amazing. He's an amazing fighter, an amazing champion. And he continues to prove that he's just the absolute best in the world, man. first-round submission under real tough circumstances against the very game Renato Moicano. But I mean, the moment he latched onto that submission, Joe, it's like they almost panicked that, like, get him off of me.
Everyone he gets down like that, he does that to. I mean, he did it to Dustin. When he did